This week, Adam, talk to me. What are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about, and I think a lot of people struggle with this, asking/getting a pay rise, because there's two different things here. Asking for one and getting one. What to do with the extra money and why, and how to justify the reason for you getting the extra money. Here we go. This is butts.
Yeah, the nail on the head there.
Oh,
top lad. Spinning off of that, it's a good idea to point out issues
yes.
that are obvious issues that they will also agree with.
Yeah.
If you try and also portray, or not, if you communicate with him, telling him you want to sort of resolve these issues, help him resolve these issues, he's going to be like, oh, it's a weight off his back. He's going to take a lead. He's going to trust in you a bit more. And if you should you start tackling these problems, again, he's going to see you as such a much more valuable person, employee. He's going to want to be more willing to give you that pay rise.
Finding success, we're here to break the monotony of your life and help you find your version of success. Welcome back to another episode, guys, with me, Adam.
And me, Alex.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good man, yourself?
Very good, thank you. Very good. Feeling love, feeling happy, feeling dreamy, feeling warm, feeling toasty. I had a good week and I'm ready to smash the next one. What about you?
Same, good week for me. No complaints. Started much better than last week. The weather got a little bit better this week, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
You know, now my grass is desperate for a cut. I need to cut my grass really badly. Like, it's sort of shot up over the... You know, you forget about it over the winter. It's
Bang, gone.
Face. Yeah, it's just... Bah.
Are you looking forward to the accountability this week?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I need it so bad.
I can't wait.
You don't know how powerful it is. It's so powerful, isn't it?
Oh, guys, if you don't have an accountability partner and you want one, let us know. We can add you to the group. We have a little group dinger. Or if you want to find your own accountability partner, let us know. I'm sure we can hook some guys up. We can help you out. Game changer. Game changer. Game changer.
Game changer. This week, Adam, talk to me. What are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about, and I think a lot of people struggle with this, asking/getting a pay rise, because there's two different things here. Asking for one and getting one. What to do with the extra money and why, and how to justify the reason for you getting the extra money. Here we go. This is butts.
Yeah, the nail on the head there.
Oh,
top lad. What did you just say? The reason for getting the pay rise?
Yeah.
Right.
Justifying.
That is literally the whole key of getting a pay rise. A lot of people, when they talk to their boss, their manager, depending on the size of the company, some people work for, like, their main boss is the owner of the company. It's a small company. You go talk to the owner, he's your boss. Other people work for huge corporations where you've got line manager after line manager after line manager. So you've got to play it slightly different for each person. But essentially, the key is the reason why you need it.
Yeah.
And it's not the reason why you need it. You need to make it about them.
Correct.
The owner, the manager. If you make it about them, the chances have suddenly gone from 0 chance of getting a pay rise, or 0.5% every to a good 10, 15, 20% increase on the spot from there onwards. Is the chances are just doubled, if not tripled. So it's all about, one, you have to make sure you have a good rapport with them, obviously. That's key. That just takes time to do. And if you've not done that, start working on that immediately. And in about 3 months' time, then go into this conversation. But basically, make it about them. Don't say, look, I need a pay rise because all my friends have got nice cars and I want a better house. I'm struggling to live. They're just going to go, yeah, so am I. Sorry, top lad. Get out.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I feel for you. Okay, I have this 0.5% I'm allowed to give everybody whenever they come asking for it. And you're just going to be like everyone else, get that absolutely useless pay rise that might see an extra 50 quid in your bank account at the end of the month. So if you make it about them, it's sort of a mind hack, and you're putting that onus on them. So if you say to them, this is a great little conversation to have. You go, say his name is Ted. Ted, I was wondering if I have a conversation with you about getting a pay rise. And immediately they're going to be like, oh, I've got to spend more money out of the budget. I can't afford to do that. Blah, 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 all this. So if you make it about them, make them invest in you. If you say, look, I want to be able to perform for you. You know the double negative.
Yeah.
So you make them say yes by saying, would you be against giving me a pay rise if I'm able to complete X, 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 or take on this role and grow, etc. in the future? If you offer them growth, basically more work from you, they're just going to snatch your hand off. If you're willing to put in more time, more hours, or more effort, even if it's you're just selling them that point, you don't actually have to do necessarily this. You have to sell them that you're willing to give your everything to this role,
to this company.
Yeah. No, put your heart and soul into the situation, into this conversation. If you sell them that, they are going to bite your hand off and they're going to want to give you this pay rise. They will invest in you, and they will probably do quite a large one over a long-term period. So if you say, over the next 5 years, I'm going to take on this role, develop it into this, and I'll manage, etc., etc., take some of their roles off them.
Yeah.
Like, lighten their load, make their life a bit easier. Offer all this sort of thing. Find out what they want, because chances are they do want an easier life as well. And chances are they want someone harder working and willing to give their heart and soul. So if you do this, have this conversation with them, they're going to be much more, what's the word?
Willing
to give you this pay rise. And again, like we all know, I know a lot of people try and bring up inflation at the minute, because it's killing everyone. And I feel, and it's literally killing everyone. So go into them saying, "Oh, inflation is killing me." It's killing them as well. You've got to imagine you're in their position. Someone comes asking you for more money. It's going to steal from money for your budget. You're going to be reluctant. So you can't use inflation, especially if it's not something you normally talk about.
Yeah.
There's a lad who started complaining recently about inflation. It's like, lad, it's not his sort of language. It's not his. He's obviously seen some videos of something that's come from, and he's starting repeating what he's seen on these videos, because it's just not who he is. He doesn't talk about money openly.
He hasn't got a true understanding of what it means.
Exactly that. Yeah. That's exactly it. You can tell he doesn't really understand.
Yeah.
So when I've started just asking for return questions, it sort of shut down, and that's it. He just knew the word, inflation, and my money is not worth what it was. It's like, okay, fine. So don't go to your boss with that argument, because it's just not going to work. Go to him, offering him your service, make him invest in you, and it will change the game. It doubles your chances of getting a pay rise.
The thing as well with you said it before it even happens, or before you go to attempt it, give it a few weeks, build almost like a relationship. Some people call it le carson. We wouldn't call it that.
I thought you said something in French then.
No.
Le carson.
Le carson.
Lick arsing.
Yeah, don't go and do that. But just begin to form a relationship. Make sure that they can see that you're willing. Okay, you don't have to be there making them cups of coffee every day and go, "Morning, sir. How are you doing?" We don't want that, because you're at their mercy.
Yep.
That's not what you want. You want them to be at your mercy.
Yep.
But just the general chit chat. Start seeming that you actually are really interested in the company. Show some interest in them. Show some interest. Oh, I think this is amazing what this company's doing. This is great. I can see the future is going to be very bright with this place. Show them that you're willing to. You want to put the effort in, the extra effort, without telling them that. It's quite hard to do, but just that extra little commitment. It's like, oh, this guy's quite good. And then when you go in there, they can actually go, actually, I've seen what you want to do. I can see that you're trying this bit harder. You're going to give maximum effort. I'm fully trusted. I have confidence that you're going to be the best person for this company in the future. Let's crack on. Let's do this deal and let's give you the pay rise.
Spinning off of that, it's a good idea to point out issues that are obvious issues that they will also agree with.
Yeah.
If you try and also portray, or not, if you communicate with him, telling him you want to sort of resolve these issues, help him resolve these issues, he's like, it's a weight off his back. He's going to take a lead. He's going to trust in you a bit more. And if should you start tackling these problems, again, he's going to see you as such a much more valuable person, employee, that he's going to want to be more willing to give you that pay rise and pay increase, etc., etc.
Perfect. How do you pick a number?
Now that's tough.
This is tough, yeah.
That is very dependent on the industry you're in. That's going to be very specific to each company.
Because, I mean, if you work in a specific industry, you have friends that are dotted around the country that do a very similar sort of thing with a similar sort of role, and you can kind of, okay, if you don't want to talk about pay, that's fine, but you can just get a rough idea. What are you guys getting paid nowadays? Like, is it quite a good pay? And you will find that most companies around the local area that do the similar sort of thing pay very similar wages. And then you understand in some ways what the person above you, if you're, I don't know, just a normal maintenance guy, you can find out what a maintenance manager earns some way. It's very, very easy to find out that. People know. So sort of you can then go, okay, what do you earn? Oh, wow, the next step is 20 grand. That's a big step in pay. How am I going to figure out? Do I go with 10 grand? Do I go with 5 grand? What do I do? How should I do it? If I go in too low, am I lowballing myself? If I go in too high, is he going to say no sooner? What is your opinion on picking a number?
So, in a dream scenario, he would pitch first.
Yes, exactly.
And then you can decide.
And 9 times out of 10, they do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And they would also they would pitch slightly lower than what they can.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they're just trying to do their role well. They've got a role to execute as well. They can't be just paying you whatever because they've got budgets, etc., to adhere to. So that 9 times out of 10, they'll pitch first. If they haven't and they're asking you for a figure, it is a bit of a mind game.
Yeah.
I would always overshoot because what's the worst you can do? They're going to bring you back down.
Yeah.
But chances are they're going to bring you back down to their higher end of their
level.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you can take that wholesomely, and give him, if you've sold him properly on the reason why you deserve that pay rise, as in not because you need more money, but because of the investment he's making in you, the work you're going to perform, the produce, etc., etc. If you've done that properly, chances are he will bite on the figure you give him, as long as it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Within 20%.
Yeah. You don't go, I want 100 grand.
Yeah.
If you're getting 30.
Yeah, exactly.
But so justifying your role, justifying your future with the company, justifying what you're going to do, what they're going to get out of you, paying you the extra money.
That's the best. That's the thing you need to focus on the most.
Yeah.
What are they getting out of you? Because that's all they're interested in.
As you said, the investment in their future. You want to take some pressure off their shoulders. They don't want to feel like they have to do all the orders for the company. They want to do all the food. They want to maintain the machines or get people into. You can start. Maybe I can help you find some people. I know some good guys that are in the industry. I can give you a shout. I can help you out. Just give them. This guy's good. This guy knows. This guy wants to help me out. He's here for the long run. He's not going to mess me about. I'm invested. Let's work it out. Let's figure it out together.
If you can portray that to him, you will be absolutely fine. You will get that pay rise.
And at the same time, people will feel very nervous, and you should do. When you're asking for a pay rise, it's a very nerve-wracking thing, and it's understandable. But is there any tips that you can sort of help calm someone's nerves in any way?
So when I'm ever going into a situation that I'm nervous about something, one is breathing is obviously that standard procedure. Helps just keep your whole body in shape, and you're not going to start sweating overly. You're not going to start shaking or anything like that. Just breathe normally, deep breaths. But the best thing I do is a little bit of a mind hack. Is when doing job interviews and stuff, everyone's nervous. When you're nervous, your body starts releasing these hormones and signals. They're the exact same hormones and signals as when you're excited. You get butterflies, your hairs stand up on edge. You start to sweat. You become a bit more aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
The signals are exact same for nerves, for being nervous and being excited. So just tell yourself you're excited, and the level of confidence you have suddenly from being nervous to being excited is tenfold, and you will portray someone that's confident.
Yeah.
You will literally just telling yourself, I'm really excited for this. I'm really looking forward to this. I have a great conversation with my boss. It's so much better than going, what if it all goes wrong? Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, crawl into your shell.
Yeah, what if I lose my job after this conversation? Do not do that. Yeah. Force yourself. Just tell yourself, I'm excited for this. This is what I'm looking forward to today. And you going into that conversation in a much better mindset than you will be if you were nervous.
Yeah, I love it.
That's a hack for me.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. I think that's a major point. And also, I think that once you have done it, you've asked for the pay rise, good or bad, if negative or positive, if you've got it or you haven't, you've almost cemented your future within the company because you've admitted to the person that you want more. You want to try more. You want to do more. You're here for the long run. You're not here to mess around. You want the future. And they're understanding their belief and just their overall love for you. Yeah, the value for you is you've just gone up tenfold in there, whether they've declined it or made it positive. It depends on the boss. We all understand, and we have some really, really bad bosses around here. They can say, no, you're horrible. This is stupid. You're crap. You don't deserve that. That's not the case. Get rid. If you are in that situation, I would say leave because I don't want to have that terrible situation. Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to form a much better relationship with someone than what it was previously anyway.
Should it be a negative outcome, I think you should then still pursue what you said you were going to be doing in that conversation.
Yes.
Even if he doesn't give you extra roles or extra responsibilities, start taking them on. Start helping others around you. Really give a good push for about 3 months after that. He'll notice, assuming, knowing if your manager's good at monitoring you, they should notice.
Yeah.
And if you're able to do that, you'll be able, next time you have the conversation, in 3 months, 6 months' time, you'll be in a much better position to be able to
absolutely
force their hand a bit more.
And it's all about forward thinking.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thinking forward. Think what would you do next? What if I was in that position? What would I do next? Right. Okay. If, for instance, you're I don't know, a store clerk or something, and you're a very, very small company. You've got one customer in, one customer out. Make that customer feel like the world, and let your manager see that. Open the door for him. Say, "Good morning, sir. Good morning, madam. How are you doing? What can we help you with today?" Just show that you go in the extra mile, and then when the customer leaves, they're going to just feel like they've been in the shop and they feel like they've been to Harrods or something. And then your manager sees that and like, wow, he's just going the extra mile. He wants the business. He wants me to make money. If you just go, all right, mate, how you doing? Yeah, this is £10.50. See you later. Have a good day. You're not impressing anyone. But if you go the extra mile, talk nicely, ask for their name. Asking someone. If I'm speaking to Alex, I shouldn't call him Butson, but if you have a connection. If someone calls your name, Mr. Alex or Mr. Butson, how are you doing today? And you speak in a nice, clear tone, they understand you, and your manager sees that, they're like, wow, he knows how to conversate with people. They're instantly drawn into you, and they think you're worth $1 million. Just get it done.
Get it done, yeah.
Get it done.
Just up your level.
Just have confidence.
Yeah.
Just go in with confidence. You're nice, calm, cool, collected. Rehearse a little bit if you want to, but just, go in with an open, clear mind. Get it done. Anything else to add?
Romeo, done.
Done. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, links will be down below. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and share this podcast. Get it out there so we can help the world. Take care, guys. Have a good week. Let us know about the accountability dingers. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Success is available for everybody, so why should you settle for less?